The skill check doctor build has been around since some of Dead by Daylight's earliest patches, most of the time containing the same 4 perks: Huntress Lullaby, Unnerving Presence, Chorophobia, and Distressing. These perks are the usual for this build, as they all in their own way make skill checks way more difficult to hit. But after recording my lowest pick rate perks video, one perk caught my eye in particular: Undone. An unknown perk that gives you 3 stacks whenever a survivor screams, up to 30, which then damage a generator when you kick it by a percentage, relying on how many stacks you have. Undone is statistically one of the least used perks in the entire game, but actually synergizes incredibly well with Skill Check Doctor. Our build today will be Huntress Lullaby, which makes skill checks gradually more difficult for the survivors after my first 5 survivor hooks, Undying, which gives us an extra Huntress Lullaby totem if the survivors cleanse it, Unnerving Presence to make skill checks a lot smaller for the survivors while they're in my terror radius, which is made 14 meters larger by our 2 add-ons. And finally, Undone, the driving force of this build, and the perk that we're trying to get the most value out of. Now, let's make Dead by Daylight a skill check horror for these survivors. I've decided we're going to bring Undying with Huntress Lullaby, because I've played a few games so far, and I just keep seeming to lose my Huntress Lullaby before the game even starts. Considering that that's the main driving force of this build, I would like to have 2 instead of 1. So, I think the plan is to just try and completely target one survivor and get a survivor dead instantly. Not dead, but we need a hook. Perfect. Okay, I don't know if we're going to lose a Huntress Lullaby for this, but... No! That would have been horrendous! Oh my god, the Flashlight Brigade! Piss off! I'm going to go place it here just so I can manage my totems in between. If we can get tier 5 Huntress Lullaby, that's when the build begins to activate, because they start failing skill checks pretty much permanently with Unnerving Presence on top of it. Okay, nice. We're going to commit to you for a hit, actually. Because I think the other 2 survivors are on a gen somewhere, so... Hit on you's not too bad, depending on where you go. That's fine. I don't really want it to go second. I'm just trying to defend my totems here. So we're going to force you off it, if I can. Totem's looking good. And they got a heal off, too. I'd like you dead. Okay, perfect. So we're going to come over here. We're just going to use this quick. She's shocked. Perfect. Too late. She was shocked. So we're going to run back over here. That's 2 stacks of Huntress. We might lose a totem here, because these guys are coming from this direction. So I'm going to see if I can interrupt. Okay. No totems lost. We lose 2 gens, though. We do have a 3 gen on this side of the map. Okay. I just need to stay near these totems. We need that tier 5 Huntress Lullaby. And then you're going to slowly see Undone start to put in some graft. Okay. That's fine. That was a stupid turn from her, because she gets hit. There you go, they're failing skill checks now, look. You're seeing it start to slowly come in. I'm going to get everyone to tier 3, so they're not cleansing any totems. Turn around here. Oh, holds W. We're on top of one of our totems, though. Both of our totems. So we know they're not going anywhere here. There's 6 stacks of Undone. Oh, this is perfect. We're going to slowly start to see Undone put in some work. And this is our 3rd stack of Huntress Lullaby. Nice. Get you off that totem. They're starting to see the issue here, I think. I might just hold my Static Blast. Try and get some Unnerving Presence. Skill checks failed. So they're doing that gen over there. Maybe I can make them fail a skill check? Not quite. Can force them off, though, for sure. She's trying so hard to get this totem. It's not happening, bud. It is not happening. Not in my game. That was very, very silly swing. Someone's going to go for this save, though. And in the meantime, we're going to hold our Static Blast, interrupt them. They're going to be here. We're going to chase this Lara. I know she's cleansing that totem. So what we're going to do is this. There you go. We just got off that totem. Beautiful. This guy's wasting so much time. And there's our save. 9 stacks of Undone now. There's another hit. We're going to go back to the totems, because kills aren't our priority here. We're trying to keep these totems up. And if we keep both of these up, we are looking incredibly good. 2 gens left, but we have a lot of totems to hold. I almost have my Static Blast. We're going to use it instantly to get them off that totem. Now. And no one was on the totem. They're all trying to do this gen over here. Might go interrupt them. There's a hit. I think I'm going to use my Undone with 9 stacks. And we can spend time coming back over here and getting this guy guaranteed off this totem over here. Yep. These guys are very, very easy to read. Gotta wait for the cooldown now. But wait, it stacks through the cooldown. That's so good. Wait, I didn't know that. Wait, that's insane. Okay, so we can stack this... Oh, we can stack the perk through the cooldown here. And I'm going to use this here. No one was on that totem. They're trying to do the gen here. She's read me perfectly there. Fair play. No one on the totems. They're trying to heal. This is still regressing. That is a critical down. Insta-pick. Into the hook here. And that's going to be our 4th stack of Huntress Lullaby. And now I'm fine to let a totem go. If we let a totem go here, it's not terrible. These guys are going to start to lose a lot of skill checks. And they're all over this side of the map. Now we've got to let them start trying to do these gens. And start healing. This is where the perk starts to become very, very good. Okay, these guys are healing over here. Let's see if we can stop that just by being in the area. That's fine. We'll turn around. We need them to save this guy, though, which they're, like, not for some reason. Okay, here's our Fang. And this is our 5th stack of Huntress Lullaby. Hopefully they get the save here. There you go. Beautiful. Now we have 5 stacks of Huntress Lullaby. Now this is where we hold our Static Blast the entire game and just let them farm up my Undone. Off. Thank you. There's 6. They're just going to stop doing gens and try to do this. Perfect. The more of them that are injured, the better my build is. And the more survivors alive, honestly, the better the build is as well. So we're going to down you. Or not. You know what? We're going to let you go because they're healing over here and I need to stop that. Knew it. Okay, they got it. They got 1. We have another one, though. That's why we keep another one. We have 9 stacks of Undone. If we just defend this totem, we're looking good. We're just going to stay in the very middle of everything. And that's 12. That's 15. We're starting to rack up the skill checks now. Just by hovering in the area. And I could just keep coming back, shocking that. And these guys are going to be permanently messing up skill checks. I have a 15 stack Undone. Just ready to be used here. Just going to keep it. I think I'm going to put them all a little bit further into madness. That's fine. I think I'll use this. 18 stack Undone there. That's lovely. And someone's running over here to try to snipe my totem. That is not going to be happening. There's 3 on that gen. This is risky business. Okay, we're going to leave you over here. We need to go back. I cannot lose my totem and I cannot lose the gens. But this is a magnificent 3 gen to, or 4 gen even to have in the very center of my totem. There's 6. There's 9. We're stacking them up. There's 12. Oh my god. The build's starting to come into action. I'm going to put them even further into... Actually, wait. Tier 2 is perfect. This is exactly where I want them. If I put them any further into madness, they're going to go tier 3, and that's going to be too far. There you go. Get them off that totem once again. My Teridius should be big enough that it's affecting everyone. That guy's probably going to complete that jet. Nope, they messed it up. There's 15. I'm going to see if I can rack up a few more extra skill checks. Failed ones. Someone is still over here marking my totem, so I can't let that go just yet. But I think I'm going to go over here. I'll use my Static Blast to get them off it. Okay, they got that one done. That's fine. I'm going to use my Static Blast here. Perfect. A lot of them are in tier 3 now. I would like to look for a down. But maybe not this guy. I think I need to go for the guy on the gen, because that is where the pressure's going to be. Right, we're going to use 15 stack Undone here. See if we can stack up a few more skill checks. Get them off the totem again. Oh, we have a deadly 3 gen here. We have a very, very dangerous 3 gen with a totem in the very middle of it for these guys. There's tier 2 for all of them again. Having them in tier 2 is like perfect. Because having them in tier 2 is where they're going to fail the most skill checks. I can't win this. I'm going to lose this eventually. There's not much I can do. I'm going to kick this. We'll go back to this. Perfect. Fail some skill checks for me, guys. Come on. I'm going to hold Static Blast here, just so I have Unnerving Presence. There's 3. They failed a skill check. That gen's almost done now. I need to go stop this. Get that guy off that. Hit this guy. Perfect. Now we head back down. I can interrupt this guy through here, maybe. Oh, they got it done. That's so fun, though. I wonder if I can get a game where I actually win off it, though. I think this is just a poor map. This is where the map kind of sucks, because it's so big, and I think I just need an indoor map here to make it work better. Here we go for you. That's a dead guy. Why are you so... You have hope. I got auto-aimed. There you go. Put them in tier 3 here. Could do a bit of slugging, to be honest. I don't mind a bit of slugging here. I actually don't know if this guy's, like, dead or not. I guess we'll see in a minute. I'm just pathing over this way, so maybe I can find the Lara afterwards. He is dead. I don't make that. No chance. Nah, I don't make it. That's so fun, though. Seeing all those stacks roll in is, like, so satisfying. But all I need is a better map, and that strategy could work so much better. Because we were racking up skill checks there, and on a map as huge as Toba as well. That is definitely a strat that can work. Nice, dead ad. Well, GG for the first game. I want to see if I can get maybe an indoor map or a smaller one. And I reckon that can be 5 times more effective. Oh, Larry's isn't bad. What about my totems? My totems are... they're okay. I guess I can hold that as a 3-gen, but for now I think I need to just go look for a kill. But if they don't cross past me and get those totems, we're looking good. I just need to use this. Take that risk. And... oh, I need to go back over here. There are people over here. I need to look for a down on these guys. We need to get that 5-stack Huntress Lullaby. Hello. I have to keep in mind that when I don't have Static Blast, my Teriadis is actually quite reduced. Oh, that's a dirty totem. What the hell? But when I don't have Static Blast, my Teriadis is reduced. So I actually have quite a small Teriadis right now. I can use that to maybe sneak up on people. Okay, going up here is a death sentence. Knew he'd vault that. That's fine. Might use this here. Just to see what we've got. And it is a Leon with Sprint Burst. Okay. That's fine. I just need to keep splitting these chases. I don't mind them getting the heals off. I need them just distracted so they're not taking my totems. That is literally all I need. And then I'm a happy man. But I think I will commit to Leon for a kill here. An early one. There you go. Thought he double back. Perfect. And we have a hook near the totem. I need to take Leon away so that he doesn't see my totem. We need to take him a little bit away. But there you go. There's a gen done. We need to make sure this 3-gen stays intact, though, because we need to play in between these totems, I think. Someone's screaming. Someone's got Scene Partner. All 3 survivors over here. So no stress so far. Someone has... object? Why do I see you? Okay, this guy's dead. Okay, fair play. Did not expect that double vault. Well played, Cheryl, honestly. Ah, thought she'd vault. Tried to get the vault so I could get a little bit quicker of a, pickup. But here's our second stack of Huntress Lullaby, and they haven't cleansed a totem yet, so hopefully they don't get any of them. And we can keep them as far away as possible by hooking people on this side of the map. I think I'm gonna Static Blast again. 1, 2, 2 survivors, which means someone is a little bit further. Need to go keep an eye on these totems. 2 injured survivors over here. Someone went this way. I'm cutting you off here, surely, right? Yep, I am. Oh, I thought that was God Pallet. God Pallet is a little bit further down that way. Okay, this guy's just taking windows. Hold up, we're going to stun this. And we'll do it again. Oh, I didn't realize Pallet would be there. My bad. We'll use our Static Blast here. Make sure no one's on. Okay, perfect. This guy's holding W through everything, and he gets that. Wait! No, he does. That's annoying. He's getting rid of good pallets here, though, I guess. And we also aren't losing any totems. There's a skill check from Undone. Perfect. There's 2 skill checks from Undone. Not looking bad. This is our 3rd Huntress Lullaby stack here. So I'm going to go back, as I was doing before, and hook him away from the 2 totems. Having them in the corner of the map is probably not a terrible thing, actually. So there's our 3rd. We're not going to kick any gens, because I don't think it's actually a bad idea to just keep this undone until it's really, really stacked. Okay, I thought so. Please. Yep, we need to kick that. There's 6 stacks of Undone on that gem. We kind of have to use that, unfortunately. Oh, man. Okay, I'm fine with that. That gives us our tier 4 Huntress Lullaby. And there's another failed skill check. I don't think these guys are actually helping themselves at all by doing this. There's 4, and hopefully I can trade. Okay, no one's on this. We're going to kick this one more time. Finding totems on Larry's is incredibly difficult, so these guys have been given a hand here. Quite the hand to try and have to find these totems on Larry's. Here's Leon. I don't think we're going to get Leon here. We'll get a hit on Cheryl. And while we're over here, we're going to use this. Okay, no one's behind. No stress. I'm going to try and cut someone off here. Oh, please don't take hits. Perfect. She's not taking anything that I think she is. She's playing perfect. Oh my god, dude. That's Undone again. I don't mind proccing that with 3 stacks. There's 4 stacks of Huntress Lullaby. This is going to get really hard for these guys very quickly. There's a pallet here! Are you serious? Right, we have to go back over here. 6 stacks. We're going to use this. It's 9 stacks. Holy! They're not even looking. They are not even looking for the, Perfect. They're not even looking for the totems. This is beautiful. And even if they were looking for the totems, we have some pretty brutal spots. Can I cut you off here? Oh, man, they are reading me so perfectly every single time. But we have a 4-gen on this side of the map. This is where it's going to get very difficult for these guys. They have shafted themselves royally. I have a small Teriadis here. Oh, she's dead! Wait, this is perfect! Okay, we pick. That's 5 stacks of Huntress Lullaby. We're going to hook her in the very middle of all the gens here. There's 5 stacks. We're going to use this. Check if anyone's on our totems. No one's on this side of the map at all. We're going to use our 9 stacks on that gen. They're all healing on over there. But this guy's going to bring me directly to them. I also don't know why I'm seeing people. Oh, should have broke that. That's my bad. But I can't leave this 3-gen now. I'm just leaving so I could force these guys back out. We're going to keep our Static Blast on for the rest of the game, almost. And we're going to sit in the very center of all these gens. We still have 2 totems up. This is absolutely brutal. We need to commit to this guy. And hopefully... He's found a totem. That's not good. Hopefully they're not in comms. I'm going to pray these guys aren't in comms. Are they not? Okay, they are saving her. We're going to take a risk here, and we're going to take this guy all the way away. Because hooking him by that totem is a bit of a death sentence. We use this. Boom! There's 2. These guys aren't messing with these gens at all. I don't think they've quite realized how crazy this 3-gen is yet. And if they get rid of that one, the 3-gen's are even worse. But damn, Undone is doing numbers right now. They're not even doing gens. Okay, there you go. 3 stacks of Undone. There's another little skill check failure. I think I'm going to leave, because I want them to be on the motors, man, and they're just not doing them at all. And now we leave our Static Blast up. So we have Unnerving Presence affecting everyone on the map. They know, well, one of them knows where that is. None of them know where that is. I don't think... No, no one knows where that is. They're all healed up now, so hopefully they start putting a bit of pressure on these gens. Perfect hit there. Get an injury on Leon. They're all over here. Literally all of them are over here. Okay. Bad shot from me. I've accidentally hit this guy too. There's a skill check failed one. Oh, and another one. Oh, we're stacking up Undone now. And Huntress Lullaby is really punishing too. And they fail a skill check. I think it's like minus 6% regression whenever they fail one on Huntress Lullaby. And it also affects their healing speed. Good W hold there. She's going to throw this. Or not. There you go. Doesn't get the fast fall. If we can get hit on this guy too, that's even stronger. So we have all of them injured, healing through Huntress Lullaby. In a 4-gen. Oh my god. They are healing here. Should have been here way earlier, not gonna lie. But they are not doing gens at all. They're trying to find these totems, and a map like this is pretty difficult to find totems on. That's no lithe. She gonna drop that? I'm just gonna commit this. I don't mind if I lose a totem. We should be... Perfect. We might be creating failed skill checks over that side of the map with Huntress Lullaby. But I do like to be there myself with Unnerving Presence, just for that extra little bit of stress. I think I need to static blast here. Oh no, they're in tier 2. Ah, so we finished this, I see. Someone's on this. They've all got sprint bursts is the issue. I think I need one of them out of the game pretty quick here. And he is. Yeah, that's an awful place to get hit. They've just created a pretty brutal 3-gen here for themselves. Is this a dead survivor, is my question. Is this a dead survivor? I do hope it is. That is my 4th survivor on Death Hook. How can you get this unlucky? Okay, no one on any gens. Our build has pressured them all to just get off gens entirely here. Every survivor's here right now. None of them are doing motors. If I just position myself in the very middle of all these gens, they're going to have a very hard time. Might pop this with... Undone. No one's on that. I don't think they even know the 3-gen yet is the issue. Perfect. There you go. Big shock. He got one of the totems, but we still have another active one in this corner, which is arguably the better one. I did think they knew where that one was. Hello. And you're dead. That's our first dead survivor, and we can protect this totem as well. I think this is where we actually use the hook near the totem, because she's dead, so these guys probably won't come over here. They're just not progressing the gens at all. This is such a deadly build. Oh my god, dude. It's more Huntress Lullaby that just makes this brutal effect where they just can't do the gens. I really do think I could have ended this game, like, way quicker too. I'm just trying to get value out of Undone, because it is truly one of Dead by Daylight's worst perks, but with a killer like Doctor actually creates some sort of value. Yeah, he's still stunned there. There's a failed skill check. I think I might leave him on the floor, actually. Let them pick him up. Gen's just at 0. The generator's at 0 from Huntress Lullaby and Unnerving, and if they even get it close, I will have racked up so many failed skill checks with Undone that they... You see what I'm saying? They can't even play the game. There's nothing they can do. They just lose. And I think this is where we're going to put the game to rest, because this is just one for me in every single scenario. There's not much these guys can do to make this comeback. They've 3-gen themselves, and this build is just too powerful. I wonder if they're doing the totem. Should we see? What? Your sprint burst is so annoying. But they were doing the totem. At least they know where it is now, although it is thoroughly too late. Bro, he keeps making this double window over and over again. Perfect. Let me use my static blast. Nope, not even on this side of the map. And now we have a super small terror radius again that we can use to go and catch these guys off guard. Probably healing in TV room. Hello! I just hit the wrong survivor, I think, with my shock there. But yeah, we'll put this to rest here. It's going to be a big GG. Well played, drop. Unfortunately, it is GG, my friend. What a brutal game, dude. What an absolutely brutal game. Good try from those guys, trying to bring that back, but even with a perk like Undone in the build that you don't see anywhere else, it still somehow has an effect. Hello! And perfect. He's lined up in the door for me to do a nice little Mori to finish it off. GG's!